Welcome to a review of the MSI Ghost GS60 3K Pro. This is a beautiful laptop. We're happy to have it in here today. This has got about all the killer specs that you can think of, including a killer NIC. It's got a SteelSeries keyboard. The keyboard is a RGB keyboard, and in fact, all keys can be individually lit here, and you can see some pulsing and waving of colors, and choose pink, black, no backlighting, go with Call of Duty green or Battlefield orange, those type of things. So you can set up your backlighting to your liking. One of the nice things about the SteelSeries keyboard here is it is a full keyboard. So you can see here, full number pad. We've got a beautiful brushed metal all the way across. One of the things that is not so likable by some people is the fact that the touchpad here is off-centered. You can see that really well here. There's not enough palm rest in this area right here to support gaming on the go in a comfortable fashion. Other than that, though, it does type really well, other than that, it does type really well, and this is not that big of a deal. The touchpad is not terribly sensitive, but not overly blown or overly done. It is a nice large touchpad, so you can get from screen to side of the screen to side of the screen well. That is important because this is a 3K display, so getting from one side to the other needs the nice size of a touchpad. There are no clickable buttons for the touchpad. And again, the SteelSeries keyboard, beautiful full function keys, full set of number keys, and on top of that, you can see up here, there's a little grill up here. You actually have two sets stereo speakers that provide nice forward-facing stereo response and actually sound quite well for a laptop. In the center here, you have your nice power button, centrally mounted, nice little chrome accents, just a beautiful laptop. And the thing that makes it truly beautiful is this right here. You've got this 3K display that was provided by MSI. As you can see, the lights right here shining a little bit. We've got a fully glossy display here, but tends to not distract too much from things. We're in a studio with heavy lighting, which you can see here quite well. That might distract a bit, but for the most part, does really well. There are chrome accents around the touchpad as well. And let's go ahead and fire this up. So you can see the display. The boot times are pretty good. This has an internal 128 gig M.2 Sata. And you can see we booted from startup. This is not sleeping or anything. This is straight in to Microsoft Windows 8.1 that it ships with. If you do get this laptop, because of the 3K display, you want to pick up the newest release of Microsoft 8.1, all the patches. Helps fix some of the issues with these high megapixel displays, especially in a small form factor like this. This is a 15.6 inch display from edge to edge. And again, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the network card is made by Killer, and we actually have a full Ethernet port there. We have a Thunderbolt port, an HDMI port, and an additional SS USB, which allows for quick charging of devices, and an SD card port. On the front, you have the full suite of LEDs, which actually is pretty nice. You've got this is cooling an MSI implementation of the Nvidia GTX 870M. So this thin, light laptop is carrying an 870M video card. The fact that they fit it into this form factor is just amazing, and it's just stunning performance, stunning graphics, and a stunning display to go along with it. On the front here, you have your standard array of LEDs for things like your hard drive, whether you're asleep, your number lock, your caps lock, your Bluetooth, and your battery status. Standard set of LEDs. They've done a nice little thing. They've got the function keys, just like most laptops do, where at the top you can do the function keys, where you do an alternate function for the function keys as well. And they've built in your contrast, your brightness. They've built in audio on, audio off, and the function F1 key actually launches a gaming series application of your choice. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you here, and that I like about this, is you can kind of see this illuminated logo on the back. Some people don't like the Gaming Series G logo. I actually like it. The logo is illuminated, softly illuminated, not too bad at all. And you've got the nice, it's kind of hard to see, but we'll see if we can do this here. And maybe give you some, there you go. You can see the MSI logo here. This also allows you to see the nice brushed finish of the metal casing. And it appears not to be picking up hardly any fingerprints. So let's go over some of the specifications on this wonderful laptop. Inside, we've already gone over the SteelSeries keyboard and those type of things, but one of the key features of this is what they call the 3K Pro. This is the 3K Pro, and that gives you a 2880 by 1620 display. That is just absolutely phenomenal in this size of a laptop. This series is also releasing with a 970M and is now available on Amazon for a slight upcharge from this one with the 870M. When this one hit the streets, it actually kind of took everybody by surprise. The Razer 2014 was the only one to be able to do this, and I believe, hate to say it, MSI came out with a better product. The fact that they got the killer NIC involved here, they got the 3K display, which is just gorgeous. Again, that's a 2880 by 1620 display. This particular laptop was shipped with an Intel Haswell 4710HQ processor. That's a 4-core processor with hyper-threading enabled, quad-core processing in this thin, light notebook. I haven't shown you the profile of this laptop on purpose yet. I want you to be kind of wowed once we get through these specifications and I actually show you how thin this is. Razer should have maybe picked up on this. It ships with a 1 terabyte hard drive. It is a 7200 RPM hard drive that this shipped with. It also ships with an M.2 Sata. There's multiple configurations. Mostly the price differential you'll see in this laptop is the fact that it actually can ship with 2 M.SATAs drives attached and in place. That allows you to do RAID arrays on M.SATAs. This one shipped with an M.2 128 gigabyte M.SATA. Again, it has the 15.6 inch display, and the Nvidia 870M that carries 3 gigabytes worth of GDDR5 memory, and just is an absolute blast for gaming. It's a great device. Surprisingly enough, not too hot. The exhaust fans that we showed you earlier actually do quite a good job of removing the heat from this device. This one also shipped with 16 gigabytes of memory. That is DDR3 memory. And this laptop was originally purchased, or could be purchased, for roughly $1,885. You can find this on Amazon right now for approximately that same price. It has gone all the way down to about $1,785 and all the way down to $1,600 at one point in time for this exact laptop. You'll see a number of iterations out there of this laptop. Again, mostly the only thing that changes between this one, there is a 1080p display that can be shipped. This is the 3K Pro. That's what gets you this gorgeous display. Again, the only changes that you'll see between the iterations is going to be the hard drive configuration, whether or not you go to a 1.5 terabyte hard drive or multiple M.SATAs. This has been our review of the MSI GS60 Ghost 3K Pro. A lot of names, but they call it the Ghost, and I'm going to show you why it's the Ghost. This is why it's the Ghost. You see how thin that is? When it turns sideways, like me, it disappears. Great laptop, small form factor, amazing form factor. The only thing we don't care that much about is the positioning of the touchpad, but it is somewhat responsive. It does do palm rejection pretty well. And the size of the given brick for this, if you can find an aftermarket brick that's a little bit smaller, I would probably go for it if I could. That matched the specs for this laptop. That's the only thing that's kind of a downside. But other than that, the brushed metal case, the beautiful logo, the just well done MSI, well done. This has been the MSI Ghost GS60 3K Pro review.